Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I'm on my own tonight. I've got no Alex with me, so it's just me soloing tonight on a bit of a stealth camp. I found myself what looks like a decent spot in a place called Crosby Beach, so I'm just going to head down there now. Just about missed the rush hour, I think, so I'm going to head down now and I'll see if I can find this spot and hopefully catch a sunset when we get down there. I've just pulled over to get my bearings and I'm totally lost, to be honest, so I don't think I want to make sunset, but I'll have a go.
Your destination is on the left.
So I've arrived at my parking spot for the night anyway. It looks absolutely rammed. There are hundreds of cars here. There are cars in the leisure centre. The car park's pretty much full. Somebody's just tried to park right next to me and blocked all the exits from the car park, so I don't know what the hell's going on. I guess this is popular for beach walks for local people or something like that. So you can just see there how busy the car park is. I'm not so sure this is going to be a good spot to stealth camp in tonight unless it clears out later on, so we'll see how we go. I'm hoping this will empty out. I found a spot using the Park for Night app, and when you look at the photos on there, you just see like one little camper van parked by the beach in the middle of nowhere, and it looked really, really good. But this looks like a residential area to me, so yeah, we're here anyway, so we'll just see how it goes. Maybe I'll cook a bit of tea. If it's too busy later on, I'll maybe just have a nosy around, see if there's a quieter spot somewhere, but I'm just going to crack on now and I'll take a little beach walk before I cook my tea, and I'll see if I can find some interesting views. Just heading onto the beach now, which is literally about 20 seconds from the car. I don't know whether I've just picked a bad night, to be honest. It is pretty warm in the UK at the moment. This is some of the warmest weather we've had for a long time, since the winter really. And I think what's happened is everybody has gone bonkers over the weekend and they've just decided to continue the party into Monday night. So I'm going to head onto the beach and see what I find. I'm hoping that car park clears out later on tonight. So for those of you guys who are into your arty type stuff, Crosby Beach is the home of these statue things. I think they're called Another Place by Antony Gormley. Really, really cool, these things, to be honest, but they do get crapped on quite a lot by the birds, as you can see. So the poor guy is being used as a resting spot for a seagull, unfortunately. So as you can see, we get some pretty good sunsets down this way. So I'm just going to hang back about 10-15 minutes and hopefully we get some good photographs of that. And then I'm gonna head back to the car and I'm gonna throw my tea on, which hopefully should be good tonight. And it's not a boil in the bag meal, or it's not something you add hot water to, so I'm hoping I can cook up something a bit more interesting this evening rather than using my jet boil. getting a little bit chilly now, so I think I want to head back to the car. There was a slight flaw in my plan actually, which I've just realised. I haven't brought any spare shoes with me, and I'll show you what I mean now. Yeah, so that's going to be fun, getting that off my shoes in the car. I might have to do socks tonight because I didn't bring any spare footwear. The problem is as well, when Alex isn't here, I forget half my gear. I'm fully expecting that when I get back to the car, I'll have forgotten something really important, like my food or my beers, or, you know, I've left my car keys on the beach or something like that. I'm just totally disorganised. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I go down the supermarket and I'll go for, say, 3 items, and I'll come back and I'll forget 2 of the items. I'll get to the supermarket and I'll go, what did I want? And I'll remember 1 item, and the other 2 I completely forget. And then I'll usually come back with a load of random other stuff as well, like, you know, a chainsaw or some DIY tool or something like that. So I think it's just a man thing, to be honest. Don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I've just come off the beach. I was expecting the car to be right in front of me, and I don't know where it is, to be honest, so I must have walked a long way down the beach. I think that may be the car park. You probably can't see it, but it's a good sort of half mile away, so off we go on a long walk back to the car, and then I'll get me dinner on. Car's just behind me there, as you can see, and as you can also see, I've picked a pretty tough spot tonight for a stealth camp. There's just too many people about. I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to get me dinner anyway. I've got some interesting stuff there I can cook up. Hey guys, so a little bit of faffing about there. What happened was I got back to the car park and I decided that I wasn't going to stop here the night. There were just hundreds of cars coming in and out every sort of few minutes, people walking on the beach and stuff like that. So what I did, I drove round the area sort of for about 4 or 5 miles, probably about sort of 15-20 minutes drive, just to see if I could find a better spot. So I drove around for a bit, and then I thought, you know what, I'll just come back to the car park and see how it is. And I've managed to get a much better space now, and the car park is emptying out. So I think most of these cars are just dog walkers and just teenagers coming onto the beach having a bit of a laugh, basically. So so it's a lot quieter now. So I've put the car into stealth mode, as you can see. It is getting quite late and I've not had anything to eat, so I'm just going to crack on now. I've got some leftover meatballs from my dinner last night and some pasta. I'm going to try knocking something up, so wish me luck. See you in a minute. So first things first. Cheers, folks. Nice. Right, let's get the cooker on and we'll see what we've got. Probably not a good idea to be eating this late, especially this amount of food, because I'll probably have indigestion while I'm waiting, of course. Bit of salsa sauce going in there. Let's give this a whirl. Let's get the stove back on. This is nearly ready, so just while it's simmering, I had a couple of questions about my drinking in the van, basically. And specifically, someone was taking the mickey out of me, saying I've never seen a northerner drinking non-alcoholic beer, which is, to be honest, that's an absolutely fair comment, to be honest. The reason I drink non-alcoholic beer in the van is because it's really a car. I'm not exactly sure what the law is in the UK about drinking and driving. So obviously, if you go and have 2 pints of lager or 3 pints of lager, whatever, or a bottle of wine, and you go and drive and you get caught, you're going to get prosecuted, lose your license, etc., etc. But I think in the UK there's a grey area around camper vans. Say you get a knock in the middle of the night from the police and you get breathalyzed. I think there's a fair chance that you might actually get prosecuted, because I'm sure there'll be one of you legal experts who'll tell me this, but I'm fairly sure that the offence is not drink driving. I'm fairly sure that it's actually drunk in charge of a motor vehicle. So I think there is this grey area in the UK, certainly, where if you were to be over the limit in a car, even though you're not driving the car, even though you sat in the back and you're asleep or whatever, I still think you'd probably get done. So just to be on the safe side, I just stick to the non-alcoholic beers. You will see me having a pint occasionally, so sometimes me and Alex will walk to a pub and I'll have a pint of lager, but that's basically it. I just have 1 pint, and if I come back to the van, I'll have a cup of tea or a coffee, or I'll have a non-alcoholic beer to follow that up. But yeah, it'd be interesting if anyone knows the law on that. And like I say, you're not driving the car, but I wouldn't want to take the chance, to be honest. And I quite like the non-alcoholic beer, to be honest. It means you don't have a hangover the next day, so cheers to that. It is good though. God, that's good. As we say in Liverpool, that's a beast, that. Washed down with a beer. Spot on. Spot on. That was delicious, that. Really, really impressed with that. A little bit too much food, to be honest, so I'm not sure I'll sleep very well tonight, but I did bring a slice of bread with me as well to mop up the plate, but I'll save that for a slice of toast tomorrow. Maybe have that for me breakfast or something like that. It's just too much food. Really impressed with this setup. This is the first time I've really tried this in the van, and it's worked out pretty well. I think it helps that I don't have Alex with me tonight, because obviously she takes up a bit of room as well. No offense, Alex, by the way, if you're watching this. I don't mean you take up room as in, you know what I mean. So it's really helped that I can just kind of chuck gear around, and I've got plenty of space to do that. So yeah, so I'm sure everyone will ask me about these. This pant set that collapses down is from Decathlon. I think it was about £30. There is a review on the channel of this pant set, so I'm going to either put it up there, there'll be a little card slides in now, or a little card slides in. I'm not quite sure which direction it comes from. And the stove, I'm sure a few people will ask about this stove. It's called the Terra Hiker stove, and I think it was about £15 from Amazon or something like that, and it's really, really brilliant. It's super compact. It fits into this little pod, kind of plastic pod thing there, so you can see it's absolutely tiny, and it's absolutely brilliant. It simmers. It's got a simmer control, unlike the jet boil, and that's what I was saying earlier, was that the jet boil is very poor at cooking food. It burns absolutely everything. It's great for boiling water, so if you've got noodles on the go or rice or anything you add water to, it's fantastic, but it can't simmer very well, so I thought I'd try this tonight, and it's worth a treat, to be honest. Really, really good. Yeah, so you can pick those up from Amazon. There's a review on the channel for that as well, so I'll pop it either there or there, so just keep an eye out for that if you want to go and pick one up. Really, really good stove. Really impressed with it. So it's about 10 o'clock at the moment, and the car park's pretty much emptied out, but there's a few, how should we say, boy racers outside, just shooting up and down and just chit-chatting and hanging about around the van. Ordinarily, I'd just stay in the van because it's supposed to be a stealth camp, but I think what I'll do, I'm just going to pop out the van, throw my shoes on, and just basically show my face. Point my camera at the night sky so I look like a photographer or something like that. It's always a good cover, photography and fishing, I find. So yeah, I'm just going to pop my head out and just see what's going on. What you reckon, guys? Another stealth camper in the corner of the car park? That's what it looks like to me. So I've just been out for a quick wander around. There's a leisure centre right over the road there, and I think it's just closing up now, so a lot of the staff are just leaving, and it's just the odd car turning up in the car park. The usual, boy racers like to chill out in public car parks for some strange reason and play the music, play a few tunes, but they've all quieted down now. Must be about 10:30 now, so good night folks, and I'll see you in the morning. Take it easy. Morning folks, how's it going? It's just gone 6:30 in the morning. Didn't have too bad a sleep last night. Quite a few cars were just coming into the car park and then just doing a U-turn, and this was going on till about probably 1 AM in the morning, so it kind of kept disturbing me. I ended up putting some earplugs in to get some sleep, but apart from that, it's pretty quiet. Just turning dawn now, so gonna take a little bit of a walk on the beach and see if I can catch the sunrise. Pretty chilly night as well. I ended up sticking 2 blankets on and just sleeping like this basically. So otherwise all pretty good, no problems. Yeah, not a bad spot, not the best spot in the world, but the location next to the beach is fantastic. So let's go and check it out, and I'll get a coffee on in a minute. It's a lovely morning out here, as you can see. It's absolutely freezing now, so I'm going to head back to the van and get a coffee in. I've got a feeling that I've left my breakfast in the house, which was probably going to be porridge or something like that, so probably just have a coffee and drive home. Not the end of the world. Oh, that's nice. So it turns out that I did forget my breakfast. I bought one of these instant porridge things, you know, where you just boil the water in the jet boil and then just pour it in and give it a stir. So I'll probably find it when I get home. So I'm just having a nice steaming hot coffee instead. Really, really nice. Lovely spot. Really, really nice if you'd ever get a chance to come down here. And those statues are just something else. Another place, Antony, Gormley. Really, really brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Very impressive things. If you're ever passing down Liverpool way, stop over and give them a look. Just starting to catch the sunrise there, so thanks for watching, folks. I'm gonna hit the road and get home and go and dig out my breakfast. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, and take it easy. Cheers, see you later.